Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're continuing our study of the Way of Kings, and we are up to chapter 17, entitled A Bloody Sunset. And in this chapter, Kaladin, having decided that he's going to work to save the lives of Bridge 4, his men, he is going to a local apothecary in one of the war camps. And the war camps, if you looked at it from above on the shattered plains, there are massive chasms, essentially craters, and each of the High Prince's war camp is in one of those craters. And kind of the unwritten rule is you don't wander into someone else's war camp, right? So Sadeas's camp doesn't trickle over into Dalinar's. Well, Kaladin is in an apothecary shop. He doesn't have enough money as a bridgeman to go to the local medic, right, where they're buying military medical supplies, but he sort of bargains with the apothecary and gets some rags. He tries to get some antiseptic, just things like needle and string, because he knows that a next bridge run is going to be coming. And when it does, he is going to try his best to save the lives of as many Bridge 4 members as he can. Well, when he gets back with the supplies, sure enough, the horn goes off. Another bridge run is happening. He rushes over to Bridge 4. He is now the bridge leader, so he gets the back of the bridge. He shouts, "Lift!" They all put the bridge on their shoulders, and off they go. Well, as they're coming to the chasms, you know the deal at this point. They set it down, the cavalry runs across, they run across themselves, pull it over, pick it up, and keep going. Well, Kaladin makes it a point, I am not going to lay down. I'm going to stand at military rest and watch these soldiers go across. I want to try to lead my men and show them that I'm a strong leader, right? So he does, and he's getting jeers by the soldiers as they ride past. This bridgeman thinks he's a real soldier, but he keeps it up all the way until they get to the last chasm. Now he admits mentally, why did I do that? Because now I am absolutely exhausted. But he makes a decision, you know what? I'm going to try to lead these men, but if I'm going to do it, I need to really lead them. And so he goes to the front of the bridge, the death line, and he taps Rock, that massive horn eater. He has a funny way of speaking. He taps him and says, "Hey, in the back of the line, I'm the bridge leader, I'm in the front," which is called, and I wrote it down, yeah, the death point. That's the center of the front line. He was there on his first bridge run, and Rock says, "Sure, go for it." Wanders to the back of the line where Kaladin should have been. No one said a word. Kaladin wants to die. He can very well die on his own. They're not going to stop him. They pick up the bridge. Charge! They start sprinting, right? The goal is to get to that last chasm. The Parshendi are already there trying to hack away at the dead chasm fiend. Remember, they don't have shard blades, so they're not able to just slice open with this massive mystical sword and pull out. They have to actually try to chop and break into this thing. So they're charging, they're running, arrows are flying like normal. Men to the left and right of Kaladin are being struck or even killed. Keeps rushing. There's a note though that we want to highlight. Something about the Bridge 4 makes actually the Parshendi that are bearing down on them with arrows hesitate. Kaladin's running in the midst of it. His adrenaline is pumping. He doesn't really have time to think through it, but something makes him hesitate. And that gives him enough time to get to the chasm, drop the bridge, get away. Soldiers go across, and pretty much the battle is raging on that side of the chasm. Who's going to care about the bridgemen at this point with the massive soldiers careening over? Well, Kaladin wants to run and hide like any other bridgeman would. He doesn't. He starts to slowly work around the battlefield and dragging members of Bridge 4 who are wounded, who are injured, behind a rock where a bunch of the surviving Bridge 4 uninjured ones are hiding. And they're watching him go, and he is exhausted, and he keeps bringing back people, well, finally, Rock and Teft, the old men who are watching Kaladin back in the war camp carry the bridge part practicing, they say enough. They go out and try to find the last 4 bridge members that Kaladin was counting up, the surviving and dead ones. While they're gone, Kaladin gets to work. He brought his materials, he starts tourniquets, he starts shouting out orders, "Give me water, give me anything that you can." He says, find a dead soldier's knife, start a fire, and someone tries his best, and he sticks the blade in the fire and he begins cauterizing wounds. He's working through the men. Teft and Rock come back and they bring only one man, Leighton, guy who's right next to Kaladin. He's got 2 arrows in him, pulls out the arrows, cauterizing. All in all, he saves who he can save, collapses in exhaustion. Teft, who had found some water, makes Kaladin drink it. He doesn't want to drink it. He says, no, help the others. Makes him drink it. He sort of recovers. The bridge crew are watching him in almost reverence, we read. And finally, he kind of comes back to, goes over, finds Gaz, because there's a standing order. You will not bring back wounded bridgemen. He lets him know, I'm bringing back my men. We're going to be in the back of the line, so they don't need our bridge, but we are bringing our men back. And Gaz says, absolutely not. Kaladin threatens him, pays him with one of those last remaining spheres. It's gone done. There's no light in it, which is weird because there was light that day. But whatever, he's able to bribe him. And as he's walking away, the final note in this chapter is the title of the chapter. He says, let me just read it for you. It was a bitter thought, but it had been a bitter day. A hopeful, bright beginning and a bloody red sunset, just like every day. Thank you so much for watching. If you like and subscribe, that would help the channel grow. We'll continue with our read through in the next video. Until then, take care.